Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonna. This is Jonna OMG. Today I'll be reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 7. It's called Don't Rock the Boat, child. Let's go ahead and get right on into this review. So we pick back up on the car ride. The ladies are headed to Chicken Boo Boo Bingo in Austin, Texas. Robin is still crying. She's saying that the ladies are making her to be the villain in this situation, and honestly, the ladies are just saying, and by ladies, I mean Candace and Wendy really, are just saying like, girl, you don't ever talk about your life. We don't never hear anything about your life on the show. Like, you really haven't hit a storyline and God knows when. Like, what's the deal? But honestly, it was hard to make out a lot what was going on in this car ride because my captions weren't really working properly and it was a lot of crying and I couldn't make it out. But what I did capture was that, you know, Candace just feels like Robin was really complacent, and the Chris takedown that Giselle, you know, kind of had a part in, how she was saying that Chris is like a sneaky link and Chris was trying to get her alone in the bedroom to do God knows what, which we know is not the case. But she felt like Robin was really complacent in there, like she didn't tell Giselle she was wrong enough, or maybe like didn't tell Giselle she was wrong in amongst the other ladies in the group. So she felt like she was complacent in that regard. And Robin just told her, like, if you really feel like I was complacent, if you really feel like that, then we do not have to be friends. And Candace said, okay, we don't have to be friends, and they left it at that. So they pull up to Chicken Poo Crap Bingo, and y'all, it's like a real live hole in the wall, like country bumpkin hole in the wall. I'm sorry, I'm usually a team sport, but watching chickens poop on numbers for a bingo game is just not my ideal fun. Like, ew. Ew, did it not stink in there? Like, and the ladies were clearly overdressed. I mean, they had on cocktail attire, and folks in there had on blue jean overalls. Like, yeah. Ashley, where did you find this place? How did you even know about this at all? Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to have partaked in that event, but they're there. And for the most part, they were making the most of it. So kudos to the ladies. Me, I don't know if I want to be in the presence of just chicken shit. I don't know. I can't say I do. Okay, so let me put a disclaimer out there before I even get into the next segment. I do not have a problem with any of these ladies, honestly. I don't dislike any of them. I don't even know them, okay? These are just my observations on the show. I don't know these people, okay? Enough to actually dislike them, because I know they are portraying a character on this show for views and status and whatever else. I don't know these people. With that being said, here's why I was confused, because on most days I like Candace, but I was very confused why Candace started crying at Chicken Shit Bingo at the table with Robin. Very confused. Robin was already crying. She was crying in the car. She started crying again at the table, and Candace just breaks out into tears. She had her little cryangle, as they're calling it now, her little pocket square. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She had that already prepped. And I'm like, Candace, what are you emotional for? And in her confessional, she was like, I'm just so hurt that Robin is hurt. And I'm like, which one is it, Candace? Like, which one is it? Because you just left out the car and you said that you were cool with not being friends with Robin because you felt that she was complacent in the Chris takedown, the Giselle kind of started, sneaky link, hotel kind of thing. You felt like Robin was complacent in that, yet you're hurt that she's hurt. I just was very confused on why she broke down into tears, like real live tears. Very confusing to me. And I'm just like, if you really thought Robin was in cahoots with Giselle trying to defame Chris's character, what are you crying over her for? Why are you crying over Robin if you really thought Robin was in cahoots with Giselle? what are these tears for? I just didn't understand. And that's why I feel like sometimes I feel like Candace is like vying for friendship with these ladies, but I'm just like, you don't really have to do that, you know? You don't have to do that. But I was very much confused on why that girl broke out into tears. And I know Candace is an emotional person. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her crying. I just didn't understand why she was crying over Robin. So Robin goes outside. She sits on the curb. She's crying again. She says she doesn't like the fact that the ladies are alluding to the fact that Robin had something to do with Juan losing his job, which I don't agree with. I don't think Robin had anything to do with Juan losing his job. I think that was Juan and Juan alone. But what was the reason? That's what you should be upset about, not what these ladies got to say. What was the reason that Juan is losing his job? Like, girl, you crying more about what these ladies got to say, but nothing about what your husband is actually doing? That's the confusing part for me. You got more tears for what these ladies are just chatting about and gossiping about. What about the actual actions of Juan Dixon? Whew, I digress. Now, I do agree with Candace. Somebody asked her about the, legal matter again with Michael. She was like, it just doesn't make sense for her to speak on the legal matter with Michael Darby when Michael's wife, because they are not divorced yet, Ashley Darby, is sitting right at the table. You think Ashley not gonna go and run and tell Michael anything? You would be a fool to think that Ashley would not go and tell Michael anything Candace says about that case. Come on now. So it's smart. Like, why would she talk about that case when Ashley is sitting right there? Ashley is not an ally to Candace. Sorry, she ain't. We seen that with the Monique situation. Ashley wrote a whole defamation suit on Candace's character. Okay, we know when it comes to these legal matters, Ashley ain't got Candace back. Okay, so why would she talk about the case around Ashley? I agree with her on that. So it's day 3 in Austin. It's Karen's birthday. She's turning triple 20. That's 60 for those who didn't catch on, but anyway. So Giselle comes into her room and she gives her a bottle of champagne and some candy to celebrate her triple 20. She does let Karen know. She's like, Karen, basically, I don't want to hash out any relationship with Candace. She don't want to talk about Candace. She don't want to mend the relationship with her and Candace. Giselle saying this to Karen. She basically said that after Candace kind of said some comments on the reunion, that Giselle ended up getting death threats, and she just want to protect her peace and protect her daughter. So she don't want to be friends with Candace, and she doesn't want Karen to push the issue anymore. Karen respects it, so we'll see how they move forward as a group. So the ladies are going kayaking, which I thought it was a cute event for them. Karen said, not I, child. Somebody had mentioned snakes. Karen was like, oh, no. No, ma'am, not me. Won't be going. She literally sat on the sideline the whole time. But the other ladies seemed to be enjoying themselves. Of course, Robin and Giselle were kind of on their own little paddle, child. They weren't even interacting with the other ladies, but whatever. So they're back in their rooms. Robin ended up calling Juan. She does say in her confessional that financially they are doing okay right now. She said Juan had like 15 months left in his contract. So right now they're okay. Now after these 15 months, Juan gonna have to be doing something, making some shake now. But right now they're doing all right. But of course, Robin had to fill Juan in on what the ladies had to say. So she told him about Candace, like, alluding to the fact that Robin had something to do with Juan losing his job because she talked about his lawsuit on the reunion last season. I don't actually think that's what Candace was trying to say. Candace just basically said it wasn't a smart decision for you to talk about the lawsuit on the show. But I don't think she actually said that Robin had something to do with him losing his job. Or did I miss that? But I don't think that's what Candace was trying to say. Granted, it wasn't a smart decision. Like, that's just the facts. But again, I think Juan lost his job all on his own. I don't think Robin had anything to do with it. But what I didn't like from that conversation with Robin and Juan was Juan. Go figure. He was just so dismissive of Robin's feelings. Like, she was being emotional. He was like, why are you crying? Robin, I can't deal with this right now. Like, I can't deal with it. And got off the phone, hung up and everything. And I was just like, dude, like, this is your wife. She's trying to express herself to you and let you know how she is feeling in this moment, dealing with these ladies, really trying to defend your honor, and you don't have time to listen to it. I don't like that Juan Dixon. I don't care for him. Let me say that. I don't care for Juan Dixon. But y'all, that was pretty much the end of the episode. We did see the mid-season trailer, and y'all, what's crazy is Mia and Gordon, because apparently, according to Gordon, Mia been cheating on him for several years, might I quote. Okay, so we are going to see how that is going to play out with their relationship. But like always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.